I get a lot of questions about pre-loved shopping, so I want to reveal to you 2 bags that I bought from the RealReal last week. This will be a deep dive into these particular purchases to show you what I go through when buying from their website, and you can decide for yourself if it's worth it. I've been shopping at the RealReal for 5 years. Yep, 5 years. This is not a sponsored video. I will tell you both my personal good and bad experiences. I won't be holding back. In today's video, we're going to find out if my purchases are a success or a fail. There's an incredible story, and there's an unfortunate twist, so stay tuned for that. We'll talk about how I shop at the RealReal, what are some things I watch out for, and did I learn from my mistakes? Spoiler, I didn't. And why I decided to buy these items pre-loved instead of new. This will be a pretty long video with lots of interesting twists and turns, so go grab a snack and a drink. Before we get started, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and share. People ask me all the time, which pre-loved websites do I recommend? And the answer is, no website in my opinion is better than another, because when I make a purchase, it's a 50-50 chance that it will work out. Just because I had a great experience last time, doesn't mean I will the next time. And personally, I don't think it's possible for any pre-loved website to be 100% correct about authenticity on every product. Of course I want that, but it's not a realistic expectation. I want to think that these pre-loved companies do their best at authentication, but unfortunately it is up to me to go out and get additional authentication and decide if the item is worth keeping or not. If this is an issue for you, then pre-loved may not be for you. Every website I used, I did have a purchase where the item I got was in worse condition than stated, which happens the most. Then it's in the condition that it was stated. That would be great. Pleasantly, the item was in better condition than stated. Rarely happens, but I'm very happy about that. And an item I bought was fake, or I saw a listing of a fake item. And of these 4, this is the least. All right, let's reveal bag number 1, that I have an unbelievable story about this purchase, so please stay tuned for that. It's the large heart bag! Oh my god, I got it! I have the mini heart bag, and I got that from the store, and I will link that video up here. And in that video, I said I would never buy the large at a crazy price. So this one came up, and you won't believe this. The large was listed as the mini with the mini pricing, but the photo and the measurement showed as a large. What? The large has the 2 pull tabs, so I knew right away this was a large. I placed it in my cart and checked out right away. But I didn't tell anyone because I didn't know if the bag in the photo will ship. Sometimes sold items don't ship, or maybe the bag will come in a really bad condition. So I had experiences when the bag I purchased didn't ship, and then I called to see what was up, and I found out that they couldn't find the bag in the warehouse, so they ended up canceling my order. That happened a few times. So I wasn't sure if this bag was actually going to ship. This bag was listed in excellent condition, no visible sign of wear, and the definition of excellent is, items are clearly unused, but tags are not attached, and box or dust bags are not included. Well, there's a scratch here, and there's an indent right here, if you can see that. So I don't know if that really helped during shipping, but I noticed when this shipped, they didn't bother to wrap the chain with anything, so I guess that could have happened during shipping, but that's pretty sloppy. So yeah, I disagree with the no visible signs of wear. So the reason I bought this large size is because I know the quality of the heart bags are great. Because this was listed as a mini by mistake, this had the mini heart bag pricing. Can you believe that? I did like 4 double takes. Am I seeing this correctly? This sold for, wait for it, $6,300. This is the second lowest price listed for the mini bag, and this is a large. The large heart bag retails for $5,500. The highest sold on the RealReal, wait for it, is $15,500. $15,500. And the lowest, $7,500. And there were 10 sales. This bag was a steal. I paid $800 over the retail price. So I bought this pre-loved because I couldn't get this from the store. I went to like 7 stores in the US before the collection launched, and when I was on vacation out of the country, I went to 4 stores, 0 luck, so I had no choice. This is the hardest bag to get from Chanel this year. This is an investment bag. Let's say I use this gently for 5 to 10 years and I sold it. I will make a profit because this was so hard to get at the store. And the last time Chanel did a heart bag, it was in the 90s, and that goes for insane prices. It is all about how rare the bag is, how much of a demand it has, and in this case, this is part of Chanel history. This should be an epic success, right? I don't know yet because this
failed
photo authentication by a reputable third-party service 10 minutes before I started filming this video. I was completely shocked. The reason why this failed is because of the font and the lettering style and the spacing on the metal plaque. If you recall, Chanel replaced the serial number and the card with the plaque to make it harder for the counterfeiters. So yeah, I totally see why Chanel did that. All the large and mini heart bags I saw on YouTube and Instagram are made in France, but this is made in Italy. And I heard that these are all supposed to be made in France, so that threw me for a loop. So the next step for me is to get this authenticated by a couple more third parties. So when I talked to my real-life, luxury-obsessed friends, they had 2 points of view. The first, as a counterfeiter, the best bag to make is the heart bag, because it has the highest resale value. But on the other hand, the opposing side, the second view is, this heart bag is really difficult to produce. This is harder to make than the classic flap, I would assume. The classic flap's been around for decades, so one can argue that they had lots of time to get those super fakes to look pretty dead on. But really, the heart bag? Can they really get every stitch, every hardware placement correct in 5 months? Or is this my Inel Chanel bag addiction talking? We have a name for her. Her name is Coco. So my friends will say, hold on, that's Coco talking, not you. Because yes, I want this item to be authentic so bad, so I can stop looking for this bag. I need to be aware of this desire for an item to be real and the deal to be legit, and not let that make my judgment fuzzy. This desire doesn't help me. It helps the sellers. So please watch out for that. I recently saw a video by Bargain.hunting.blonde, and she bought a bag from the RealReal, and then many years later, when she went to sell it, she found out it was fake. It is almost impossible to get your money back when you find out years later. She was very lucky. And I will link her video below. I realized a pair of Chanel sandals to be fake from eBay 6 months later, and no luck getting my money back. I still have them, and of course, I don't sell fake items, so I'm kind of stuck with them. I was so stressed, I actually sliced my finger when I was cutting an apple. And yeah, this is going to make my video editing kind of challenging. So in the next several days, I'm going to put this through other authentication services, and we'll see what happens. If this comes back as real, then yes, it's an epic success. And if not, I will definitely need to get my money back. Either way, I'll make a follow-up video for this. Alright, let's talk about bag number 2. If you watched my 7 bag obsessions video, then you'll know what this is. This is the Dior saddlebag in the Ultra Matte in the black, and she is gorgeous. This was listed in very good condition, and I keep making the same mistake over and over again, which is buying something that is not listed in either pristine or excellent condition. I keep looking at the photos, and they usually look way better than the actual bag, and I keep thinking that is what I'm going to end up getting. In my opinion, you can't judge the condition of the bag with just the photo and its description. The photos look better, and it doesn't show all the flaws. I don't know if they're photoshopping over there, but yeah, I get catfished all the time. The definition of very good is an item that shows minor signs of wear. Handbag and accessories may show wear such as light worn corners, light scratches, and interior wear. This has some minor scratches, and I'm okay with that, but there's a huge deal breaker. There's a huge white scratch on the D, and I can't get over it. When you clap the strap, you should put it on the C, not the D. So I'm not sure if that happened during that, but this huge scratch is totally noticeable. So next I went to the Dior website to read their repair policy. I cannot get this hardware replaced even if I pay out of my own pocket. I guess they have this policy to encourage people to buy from the store. If I was the original owner of this bag, I would get this repaired, then I would consign it so I can get more money. The price on this bag was amazing. This bag was $1,800 off the retail price. But unfortunately, I can't live with that huge scratch on the D. There's other minor scratches here and there. Those I can live with. But even at a savings of $1,800, that big scratch is going to bother me. So when I get a bag, I open it right away, and if there are flaws not stated in the listing or the photos, I send photos and I explain why the item was not as described, so I can start the return process. I decided to buy this bag pre-loved because Dior does not have great resale value, and if I bought this at $39.50 and for some reason it didn't work out, I can easily lose $1,000 to $2,000 or more, and for me personally, that is too great of a loss. If I buy this under retail, then I could minimize the loss when I do sell it. If I buy this under retail enough, I could break even when I let this go. Let's see how low I can get and in excellent condition. But unfortunately, she's not it. Also, at the time of filming this video, I do shop at the RealReal. In the future, who knows what will happen? But I do want to say, if there's a scandal that happens with any pre-loved company in the future, at that time, I'll be making a personal assessment if I decide to continue or stop shopping there. If I do change where I shop, I will definitely let you know then and why. So recently, I got an email from the RealReal saying starting on September 7th, there will be a $6.95 restocking fee for returns made in the store. Wow, really? It feels like the RealReal is kind of nickel and diming me. I make purchases online, then I return them at the store. Most of the time, the item was in worse condition than described, so I'm going to be very real with the RealReal right now. I return like 65% of the items I buy from there. The cat's out of the bag. It is common for me to place like 4 orders every month, and I return them at the store. So having this new restocking fee, to me sounds like they're getting a whole bunch of returns at the store. Well, how about improving the description rather than imposing this restocking fee on customers? So yeah, I'm a bit annoyed. Just a tiny bit. Maybe a little bit more than that. But when the item is in the condition as described, I did buy some gems, some unicorns actually. But the percentage of success is kind of low. But when it is a success, it's a home run. So what do you think? Do you shop at the RealReal? Do you have any stories to share? Leave me a comment. Next video I'll be filming is about my shopping experience at Vestiaire Collective. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.